Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to sew in the signature. And this light is blinding me. That should work. Okay, much better. So I have the signature, I have my clamps, my string, my template, my book, got it all. And I have this template made out, and I make sure I write the top at the top, and I will use this several times. I need to figure out to make one that doesn't tear up, because after about 10 times the holes are like too big, and so I need to figure out something to do. And I'm not, okay, let me move those out of the way. I don't put this on the inside of the journal. And this is the top here, and I got that. I put it out here because when you poke it, it pushes it out. And I'd rather that be inside. It looks cleaner. So I just put 4 clamps on this to hold it. And I don't sew the signature and the book at the same time. My hands aren't good enough to hold all that. So I poke this, and then I will do the signature. I mean, sometimes you just gotta work with your limits and work things around to how it is easier on you. So let me pull this up. And it took me making several of these to get it to where I learned to do this on the outside. Now look straight. So it's kind of bent there. Let me. Much better. So I do put my hand on the inside so I can feel it going in. And then I've got 6 holes here, and I do it on the graph paper because it's easier to space out, count, and get it even. The graph paper makes it so easy. I mean, that takes care of the measuring and stuff, you know? So one more. And see, this is extremely hard on my hands. So, and this, I just like doing them from the outside. I just do them on these. See, they're so much nicer than, let me stand up and see if you can see. See, they're so much nicer than if you had that on the outside. They're a lot, see, it's smooth. So, lay that to the side. And then this, I just make sure I take these 2 off, lay them to the side. And then I just go through, make sure all the pages are up. and even. Spread those out a little more. There. See, my fingers just don't want to work sometimes. And right now it's because I'm cold. See, there's 2 pages there, and I just can't. Missy likes those finger gripper things, but my fingers are too small for them. And this is the last one. So then I put this one here where I want it. And then this one. And this one's a little longer. Just try to get it in the center. Then I clamp. So then I go back through and I push down. I push down with this finger while I push that finger forward. And then same here. And then I do this side. Let's okay. Okay, so then I take this and I fold it in half on that line. And we make sure the top is at the top. Top, and then we just line this up, and I got it to where the second line lines up with that line on both ends. So now we will clamp this in. Make sure it's pulled kind of tight. See, I told you I do mine weird. And push it up and okay. So then poke holes in it. Come on, get through there. There we go. Oh. There was paper hanging out the bottom. I'm like, well, I thought I had that even. But it's this that I was seeing. I was about ready to freak out. So, we've got the holes in this. And again, like I said, I do things differently. Everybody does things their own way. And I don't have it in my hands to... This might seem harder to some people, but this is just how I have to do it. Okay, we got that. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I'll just put it under. There. I take it and put the needle through the signature, and then I just go down through here. I can't sew them together. I can't clamp them all together and sew them. It's just too much for me. And then I go down to this hole and up through the signature. I know I probably make things harder than they have to be. And then I go back up through that one. Yeah. Thought I was doing it wrong. I don't know why. Okay, so when I go back through this one, I make sure I keep this pulled so it doesn't go. I lift it up, pull, and I pull this with this hand to keep it out of the way so the needle doesn't go through that thread. Because if it does, then it's just almost impossible to get it tight. And then again, I pull this down to get it through there without going through that thread. So it just goes through the signature and the cover and not the thread. And I pull this one to make sure it goes just through the signature and not the thread. And the same here. I push it up and then pull it down. And it did not go through the thread. Good. So, done with the needle. We're done with the clamps. And then I push that through there. And then I just pull it until it gets tight. So we're going to get this one tight. Check the back side to make sure these are getting tight. And they are. So let's see. Come on. Okay, so then I turn the book to put a little twist. When I tie a knot, tie a knot, and then I do that 3 times. And then I lay these kind of lay these under there a little bit because I like to glue the knot just to make sure it stays, and this way that helps it from getting on the paper. I just put a little art glitter glue around that knot. If I can get it to come out. I should have checked my glue before I started, huh? There we go. But I just like to because that helps make that knot a little secure. And then I cut these off pretty long. And it is done. And then I just always like everybody, you gotta show it who's boss. And I go through and press each page to, you know, get it to do what I want it to do. I will hurry up and do this. Y'all don't need to sit here and watch me press around on paper, do you? See, my hands are hurting. That's 2 pages there, but doing them together is okay. That's 2 pages, but that's okay. And there we are at the center. But the sewing the signature is the one job I do not look forward to because it hurts my hands. You know, I'm really glad this turned out good on camera, because usually if something's going to go wrong, it's when you're on camera. But it went smoothly. There. Now we got the signature in. And it looks good. So tomorrow we will get the rest of the ephemera together. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.